God. Ask God.
Scott, this is Spencer. Hey, I love your program. I appreciate all the insight and tips you've been giving. I've been selling on Amazon for a little bit now, and I've got a product that has 351 reviews on it, but there's 25 negative reviews, and I've got a 4.6 star rating. I want to bump that up to a 4.8 so I can get higher rankings on my searches. Anyways, just wondering your insight and tips on how to go about this, on contacting customers, whether giving them free product, refunds, etc., just to see what your best practices are in this area, and making sure when you do get a negative review in, how you're handling it, and to hopefully get it mitigated so that it doesn't hurt you in the long term. Thank you.
Hey, Spencer, thanks so much for the question. And it's a great question. And congratulations too, by the way, of having a product launched and having 350 plus reviews. That's a pretty good thing there to be able to accomplish. So congratulations and awesome. And thanks for the question too. But yeah, so what I want to talk about here really quickly is, I think you said you had 25 negative reviews. Now, those negative reviews, are they all 1 stars? Are they 2? Are they 3? Whatever. Because sometimes, you don't necessarily look at all the negative reviews as, really that big of a deal, because it does, especially when you have 350 of them, you're going to get some negative because just people are going to be people. They're not going to read the instructions. They're going to say something wasn't explained well or whatever, right? There's going to be issues there. But that ratio, pretty close to being accurate. Maybe, a little bit less would be nice. But here's the thing. Don't really focus on the negatives. I mean, you want to read them, you want to learn from them. That's the one advice I would give anyone, is you want to read them, you want to learn from them, and you want to try to make your product better. But with that all being said, you do want to also, take care of the people that have left those negative reviews. So I would definitely reach out to those people. I would try to make them happy. I would either refund them or tell them, if there's anything you can do to, fix their issue. A lot of times it's going to be a refund. So to me, if you were to refund all 25 of those people, yes, you're going to be taking money out of your pocket, but in the sense you're also going to have a chance of increasing or decreasing the negative reviews that you have. In the future as well, and I don't know this because you didn't explain this, but if you're not using the feedback/review sequence that I talk about, that's what I use, some of them may have been able to be filtered out. And the way that works is, if you send your customer to, you send an email to them, and then you talk about giving you feedback, you ask them how their experience was, was the product arrive on time? Was it everything that you expected? Right? All of that stuff. Now, in that conversation, they could have said to you, yes, I'm not happy with this. And then you could have just fixed it right there. Or they could have, maybe you sent them that email and then they might have sent feedback. And then on the feedback, they left that review. Well, now you can still try to fix it with them, but then they left the review because that's where you pointed them to leave their feedback. And now you can contact seller support and have them remove that, because it's not technically supposed to have a product review in the feedback. So it's a little filter there. So if you're not doing that, I would recommend doing that. Some people like to go right for the review because they think that they're going to get more reviews by doing that. And yes, in the beginning that may be so, but it also could be the opposite. You can also get, sorry, I can't speak this morning. You also can get more negative reviews because of that. So it's a trade-off. I've been doing it the other way. My review rate is just as high. My feedback, I'm building that as well. And you should be building your feedback. A lot of people rely on Amazon to do that. I would rather be in control of that. So again, if you guys have not checked out that sequence that I have, it's theamazingseller.com/email. And you can check that out. And it's a whole post I did on that in a podcast. So you can check that out. But that's what I would recommend doing. I would focus on that. I would definitely reach out to those people that have left those and try to give them a refund or try to make them happy. And from there, they may do it on their own. And I wouldn't say, if you could go and change I wouldn't say that. It will naturally happen. It'll naturally happen if you go ahead and say, you know what, I'm so sorry that you're not happy with that. Let me go ahead and give you a refund, and you can keep the product anyway. You don't even need to send it back. And again, it's cost of business is the way I look at it. And then from there, even if you can shave off 5 of those negative reviews and have them even bump them up to a 4-star review, it's going to help your overall score. But really, moving forward, learn from that, figure out a way to cut down on those negative reviews. If there's something obvious, fix it. And then also you want to then focus on getting more quality reviews. And there's a bunch of different ways you can do that. One of my newest ways that I'm working on as well is using a tool like AmaSuite to go in and find top reviewers, the top 10,000 reviewers, even finding the top 1,000 reviewers, and then contacting those people that are already reviewing similar products to mine or the similar categories, and then reaching out to those people to get reviews, because those are going to be weighted a lot heavier. They're going to be a lot more authoritative when it comes to Amazon. So that's something I'm playing around with right now. So you might want to do that too, because one or two of those reviews could really bump up your score because they're weighted differently. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's answered some of your questions, but it comes right back down to, taking your customers' feedback and really learning from that, and then treating them the best way you possibly can, giving them the best experience and being just over deliver. All right. So I hope that that's helped. Good luck to you. Keep me posted on that. Let me know how that works out. If you guys want to submit a question, head over to theamazingseller.com/ask, and you can do that. I want to also, again, remind you guys, if you're brand new and this is your first time to the show, I want to welcome you. I love hanging out with you guys. This is just awesome to be able to virtually connect like this. And that's why I love the Ask Scott sessions. But if you are brand new and you're just getting your feet wet and you don't understand the entire process, the entire business model, I would recommend attending one of my live free workshops. This is where I break it down for you in 5 phases: how to pick a market and a product, how to source it, how to do a pre-launch, how to do a launch, how to promote the product, and everything in between. We go over that on a workshop, and we go through every single thing. We also do live Q&A. So if you want to attend one of them, I would love to invite you to the next one, and you can register for the next one by heading over to theamazingseller.com/workshop, and you can register there for an upcoming workshop. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast. If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com, and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session, and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business. So definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there, and some of it is really, really good. But what I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business. And this way here, you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.